Yo guys, hello and welcome back to episode 10 of my Redbull Academy career mode here on F1 26. You joined me for the Austrian Grand Prix, but if you did miss the last episode out in Spain, the Barcelona Grand Prix, go and check that out before you get any spoilers. Now, last time out we managed to pick up P7 in Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix. Decent result for us, more points on the board, so cannot complain there at all. But we are going to jump straight into qualifying here at the Austrian Grand Prix, a much better track for me. Do pretty well around here. Obviously the AI not the best, let's say, but we can only do what we can against what we're given. So P8 here in Q1, not too bad, not great either, but yeah. Q2, first bank lap, P9, still within the top 10, so not a problem there. On our final run in Q2 though, this is where we start to push the limits of the track. Purple first sector. As we come out of the final corner, it's about half a second up, and that's going to put us well in the top 10. P5 in Q2, another good session for us. Right towards the front of the grid, just where we want to be inside this career mode. And yeah, Fernando Alonso actually managing to get into the top 10 in the Aston Martin, so incredible from him. But yeah, we do a bank of time in Q3. Nothing special though, still P10. Currently about 7 tenths up, 7.5 tenths as we go over the line. And that is going to be only P10. Incredible. Thought we had a lot more pace in the car, but let's get into the race.
Far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Antonelli, Lando Norris, and Leclerc, Hadjar, Hamilton, Alonso, and Richards, Albon, Sainz, Franco Colapinto, and Gasly, Lindblad, Perez, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Valtteri Bottas, Ocon, Behrman, Hülkenberg, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
We're going to need you to push hard if we want to get another points finish today. Let's make it happen.
So inside the top 10 again, inside this career mode here in the Racing Bulls. Obviously at the Red Bull ring this time around. So we're going to want to impress the bosses again like we did in Suzuka. And yeah, hopefully this time next year we'll be in the works Red Bull car. But let's focus on the here and now. Going to go for a one-stop this race, hard to mediums. Should be fairly comfortable. And yeah, let's get straight into the race. So we have 5 red lights here at the Red Bull ring, and it's lights out and away we go. Hard tyres seem to be the order of the day from the cars ahead. We're going to have a little look into turn 1 down the inside of Isaac Hadjar and Fernando Alonso. We have contact on our side pod though from Isaac Hadjar, as it was obviously 3 wide into turn 1, so not ideal there. No damage on the car though, fortunately. And it's almost 3 wide up ahead as we go to the outside of Lewis Hamilton, looking to avoid the contact, and then get absolutely hit in the halo by a bit of front wing there. So yeah, wonder where that is from, but going towards the end of lap 1 already. No more overtakes originally on this lap, but it's Kimi Antonelli that is pulling into the pit lane, so maybe that was his front wing. Can actually confirm it was his front wing. And at the same time we get a really good exit out of the final corner. Leclerc burning the battery though down into turn 1, goes around the outside of Norris. Hamilton looks like the inside of ourselves. We hold the position. And yeah, Lando Norris ahead of us now, our rival for this career mode, apparently. Considering he is nearly top of the standings, that is very interesting. It's just almost 3 wide into turn 1. Russell on the outside, Leclerc in the middle. Norris swerves in turn 1. We have to take to the escape road, and we let him back through there. And yeah, crazy start to this Austrian Grand Prix. Norris back down the inside of George Russell into turn 3. George Russell manages to hold at that position though, and we sneak down the outside of Norris on the straight, moving straight to the inside to defend the position. But up to P5, it's been a great start for the Racing Bulls boys, and yeah, hopefully we can keep a hold of this position. Start of lap 4 now, George Russell looking to the inside of Leclerc, or probably more to block us, but Norris goes up the inside of turn 1 again. Fortunately, we keep it on the track this time, hold him off, and then we get George Russell in his slipstream, very low on battery, unfortunately for the Mercedes man, but into turn 3 we have to go a little bit deep to cover off Lando Norris's dive bomb. But yeah, very, very hectic start to this Grand Prix, like I said. Completely just yo-yoing so far, but going up to turn 3 on lap 6, Leclerc is flashing, and that promotes us into a podium position for now as we hang it around the outside. Lovely move there from ourselves on the battery, trying to hold the position as well into turn 4. We managed to do that. And the pace is really, really good at this stage of the Grand Prix. We actually managed to catch up to Max Verstappen. He was only a second or two down the road, but we managed to do it. Looking very dark around Austria at the moment though, so we could be seeing some potential rain in this race as well. And yeah, we're going to try and switch back out of turn 3 on Max Verstappen. We get the power down, a little bit squirmy, but we managed to hold it. Neck and neck down into turn 4. Who's going to be late on the brakes? It's going to be us. We hold the inside and we get into P2 in this Grand Prix against our series rival. Incredible stuff there again. And the pace is so good, we almost managed to catch up to Oscar Piastri in the lead. But we just about run out of battery as we get sort of within that 1.2 second region. And yeah, just checking the weather, confirming that there will be some rain in a few minutes. Now, very luckily for us, the McLarens both started on the mediums and they have not managed to get their tyres to the rain. And yeah, a little bit of a gap now to Charles Leclerc in P2. So this Grand Prix is looking incredible for us so far, as a load of other AI box on the next lap, and we get to the end of lap 18 and we have an 8-second gap to Piastri as the rain starts to come down here in Austria. So really good for us. We haven't boxed yet, and there's a red flag as we go just about into the rain. Incredible stuff. It was just from 2 people retiring at the same time with engine failures. No crash, no nothing. So I would have preferred no red flag, but for the second time at the Red Bull Ring, it's 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go. And we've managed to skip the whole rain phase, so back on the medium tyres here. Going into turn 1, we sort of cut Piastri off a little bit, so we get a perfect run up into turn 3. Leclerc manages to jump him. And yeah, perfect start. But Leclerc is on the battery down into turn 3. He's going to go down the inside. An incredible move from the Ferrari man there. We're not too concerned if he does go, because hopefully we'll be able to stay with him. Our pace has been really good so far, but in these lower grip conditions, still looking very dark around the track. I wonder if it's going to be as easy as it was before to keep up with some of these boys. But yeah, Leclerc goes into P1 for now. We've got Russell and the McLarens right on our tail though as we go into turn 3. Try and get a decent exit, hoping to maybe get Leclerc back now. We're on the battery. He's not looking too quick down the straight. His light starts flashing. We go to the outside. Have to turn out the corner a little bit as to not turn in on the Ferrari man, but we get the move done. Back up into P1 in this Grand Prix. But start of lap 23 now, and our battery is gone. A little bit of questionable moving from ourselves on the straight there, but we didn't know if Leclerc was going to go to the inside or the outside. He chooses the outside and he gets superior traction. We drain what's left of our battery to try and stay ahead. But he's going to have a little look down the inside. We completely shut that route off though, and we stay in P1 for now. but Leclerc catches us by surprise as we forget to change it into medium. ERS mode, we stayed in none, and he flies straight past us. And yeah, hopefully we can stick with him now, even though we have a limited battery. And George Russell as well, trying to have a little look, and he's gonna make the move stick. We go for the switchback though. This is all costing us time. We try and lift so we guarantee ourselves the overtake mode. Unfortunately for us, it works out, but that means we were a little bit further from Leclerc, and he's managed to escape as Antonelli actually retires from the session. Another engine failure. And yeah, Norris going down the outside into turn 3. We stick it straight back up the inside of our rival now and get decent traction, but Norris has more battery, more straight line speed.
Okay,
And just as he overtakes us, the safety car is now deployed. Probably for Antonelli's strucken vehicle, but that was really poor timing for us. Really not what we wanted at all. And yeah, now we have a safety car to deal with. Do we box? Do we not? Only a few laps from the end of the Grand Prix. And Alex Albon is out of the session as well. Oh, red flag again. For the second time at this Grand Prix. We have 2 red flags from 4 mechanical failures. Could you believe it? So going from P1, we're now into P3. It's going to be like a 5-lap sprint to the end on the soft compound tyres. For the 3rd time this weekend, it's 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Russell, for some reason, on the hard tyres, but Leclerc goes super defensive into turn 1, and Lando Norris holds it round the outside of the Ferrari man. An incredible move there from last season's world champion. And he is assuming the race lead here. Leclerc is not done yet though. He goes to have a little look into turn 3, but thinks better of it. We try set up the switchback to try and get the run down into turn 4. We're on the battery, but Leclerc is also burning. Are we going to be able to stay with these guys? I can tell you these guys are absolutely flying, incredible. Even though they're battling, they're still putting up amazing speed and times in this Grand Prix. As Norris gets a compromised exit, we decide to use our battery and go past the both of them down into turn 3, but they're both going to come straight back. And Piastri as well, having a little look as well, getting absolutely swamped now from P1 into P4 in one corner. Leclerc and Norris yo-yoing about. We're going to go down the inside of Norris, a little bit of contact as he moves in the braking zone. And yeah, that's going to ruin the rest of this race. Leclerc now miles ahead of us. We try and stick with him to no avail though. Fortunately, the guys behind started to battle a little bit more. But going into turn 4, Piastri is going to absolutely fly by us, and we're not even going to challenge him into turn 4. Damage isn't too bad, but it's just enough to knock us off our stride. And yeah, Lando moving in the braking there. Not ideal of me making it 3 wide, but I also had to sort of avoid his rear end as he was moving a bit. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about that move. But for me, it's probably a racing incident, as Norris actually looks for it in the penultimate corner as well. So crazy. Still currently on the podium though, going on to the final lap here at the Red Bull Ring. Is there a chance that we could get Piastri back? Maybe. Or is it Norris that's going to get through? We're going to burn the rest of our battery down up into turn 3. Not that much battery, I must add, but the 2 ahead of us look very comfortable at the moment. Very quick. We have absolutely no answer for Leclerc, and by the looks of it, no answer for Piastri either. Hamilton has now managed to get past Norris, which is decent for us. And yeah, looking at like we are just going to get and hold on to a podium. Still a very good result, do not get me wrong, but what could have been in this race? What could have been? Just have to focus on getting a decent exit out of this horrible little right-hander, but we drain all our battery and Hamilton is not close enough to mount a challenge. Very careful on the track limits in these last few corners. but we are going to cross the line for a podium here at the Red Bull Ring. Still a very good result.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved watching that action today. And I'm sure these three have loved taking part. Here come our podium finishers. And that is a fabulous win. And the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So another incredible result here at the Red Bull Ring. Somehow our teammate manages to scum a Driver of the Day award after only achieving P13 from P15, but our podium means we are still P3 in the championship and not far off the lead. P5 in the constructors fairly comfortably. And yeah, what a race that was. Very entertaining. And the Austrian Grand Prix always throws up a good race, but that is going to be it from me in this episode, guys. Like I said before, let me know in the comments who you think was at fault for me getting the damage. Should I have made it 3 wide? Should I have not? But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, and join me next time out for the British Grand Prix. Have a good evening, guys. Cheers.